Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, is based on his own experiences living in Nazi concentration camps. This is a must-read book. The core of Frankl's philosophy is that a man's or woman's deepest desire is to find meaning in his or her life, and if that meaning can be found, he or she can survive anything. Takeaway number 1. Recognize your why. Forget about the meaning of life in general. You only need to figure out the meaning of your own life. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. This is the underlying theme of Holocaust survivor Viktor E Frankl's entire book. He claims that he survived the Holocaust because he knew why. He wanted to finish his manuscript, which had been destroyed when he entered the camp, but he also found salvation in his love for his wife, despite not knowing whether she was alive or not. Others in the camp had not identified their why, and with thoughts like, "I have nothing to expect from life anymore," they were unable to endure the atrocities and died. Takeaway number 2. Learn from your mistakes, but don't dwell on them. According to Frankl, you should focus on where you want to go in life rather than where you've been. This helps to avoid riding the wave of epic highs and epic lows that come with success and failure. Using a method he calls logotherapy, Frankl's own spin on psychotherapy, he teaches people to focus on how they want to be fulfilled in their lives in the future rather than analyzing past regrets, as ruminating on the past does not help. Please subscribe for more videos on how you become successful. Takeaway number 3. Face your fears in order to overcome them. Frankl discovered that overindulging in fears can help you overcome them, so it's true what they say about facing fears. The more you do it, the easier it gets. The paradoxical intention technique is based on the twofold approach that fear brings about what one is afraid of, and hyperintention makes what one wishes impossible. In practice, this means that if you have a fear of the dentist, you can gradually overcome your fear by placing yourself in the dentist's office, without even having any work done. Takeaway number 4. It is entirely up to you to maintain a positive attitude. Don't blame your bad mood on others. Your attitude is entirely within your control, so flip that frown upside down. You have the ability to choose how you react to others, your circumstances, your emotions, and your thoughts. Sure, something can upset you and trigger you, but you don't have to lash out or be upset as a result of it. In the concentration camps, Frankl realized that, despite lack of sleep, insufficient food, and all of the mental and physical stresses inflicted on them, the type of person the prisoner became was the result of an inner decision to decide what would become of him, rather than purely the result of external influences. Logotherapy not only assists people in finding their life's meaning, it also assists those who have experienced the existential vacuum and developed mental disorders as a result of it. Logotherapy, through a variety of techniques, focuses on the internal factors that affect patients rather than the external factors that affect patients, the psychotherapist analyzing the patient's neurotic fears that are explained by the patient's environment and other external circumstances and events. By assuming that people can make decisions and define their life's purpose independently of their environment, logotherapy helps people understand that they are in control of their fears. Consider this. When we are afraid of something, it frequently occurs. However, when we try to force something to happen, it rarely happens. Logotherapy encourages the patient to do as much of what they are afraid of as possible. Perhaps this is getting tongue-tied when making a speech in front of people. The patient will discover that the more they try to force something to happen, in this case, becoming tongue-tied, the less that thing will actually happen until the fear is eventually cured. Here is my favorite quote from the book, and I quote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing. The last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Have you read the book, Man's Search for Meaning? If so, tell us about it in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, and comment, "I subscribed," so we see that you did. Thank you.